Alice and I am from Langhe. My Dream Machine project is web radio. This is a radio composed by 10-15 people, and we record some transmission, and we have a online platform, so we put transmission on this platform, and everybody can listen to us. We talk about our land, our community, and sometimes during local events we do live show, and we interview some people or local artists, so we can make them known. And we also talk about things that we like, or about news that are important according to us.
L'Unione dei Comuni cerca di
The aim of the Union of the Municipalities is basically to help the young people to make real their dreams. And what they try to do is to understand their needs together with the young people, and to try and give them the resources to make them real, to make the projects reality.
L'impegno è quello di cercare
The aim is to help the young people to find the resources in terms of spaces and funds to be able to transform their ideas. Only when there is a match between the young people involvement, their action and their motivation, and the resources that the municipalities can find for them, the projects can really have a future. Otherwise, experience shows that projects tend to collapse. But if they unite enthusiasm and resources, then they can succeed.
Lo sbaglio più grande.
So the reason why they got engaged in this type of projects is because experience showed them that the biggest mistake for municipalities is to get stubborn on carrying out projects decided by the politicians but not linked to the real needs of the young people. And in that case, most often the projects do not mean anything, and they are not of interest of young people, therefore they die after a while.
Questo non vuol dire
So of course the objective is not to do whatever the young people ask for. The objective is to help the young people understand what they need, help them to develop their ideas, to discuss, to fight and argue if necessary, to cut, to modify, but in the end to get to projects that have a meaning.
E questo è anche un valore.
This has also got the purpose of becoming an education path, because it helps the young people understand what it means democratically to develop their ideas and their projects, and to pass on their ideas onto the decision makers.
The thing I like the most of the web radio is that it is an across project, because it can be linked to many other projects of YEP, and it can also be linked by other web radio, for example the web radio of Loano. The thing that I learned is how to talk, and how to believe in my project, and how to make important something that is local, and that for me is usual, but for the other it is something special. I imagine web radio in 5 years becoming something really important in the local level, maybe a point of referring for tourists and everyone that wants to learn something new about Langhe.
Tra 5 anni io mi auguro che la web radio sia un'esperienza che si sia estesa anche ad altre realtà.
He hopes that in 5 years' time the web radio's experience will have developed and connected with other realities somewhere else, other projects.
Assumerà nuove forme, nuove
It will
tecnologie.
possibly change in terms of technology
che
or
mantenga
ways to
questo
connect
rapporto
to
stretto con
other
la comunità
subjects
come in
and
questo momento.
other realities, but it is important that it remains linked to the local community as well as it is now.
E soprattutto che diventi
So his vision is that it continues to be as it is now, like a square where people can meet, chat, discuss things, but through the web radio they will be able to do it at a wider level.
di ritornare a riappropriarsi con i ragazzi.
It will give the possibility to the young people to continue to work on something that is virtual but at the same time real. So a place where they can meet, they can meet each other, discuss their ideas, and using the technology, as said, they can start from there to go to wider horizons.
Tra 5 anni qualcuno di loro si sarà affermato come
And finally, he hopes that in 5 years' time, some of the young people who are involved in the radio project today will be writers or important DJs or stuff like that. And he hopes that they will still remember their initial project with the radio, and that they will come back every so often to explain to the young people then how to do the same path as they, which is the one they started from.
The one thing that I have learned from the politician is try to find a compromise, because it is really difficult, and everybody wants to bring his project in the way that he has imagined it, but it is really important to find a compromise for makes everybody happy.
e la voglia e la capacità di avere ancora.
What is learned and appreciated is that the young people keep having a strong will to try and carry out projects to make real their dreams. Their ability to dream and to look forward to visions is what is important also for the politicians. And the politicians should be connected with the young people exactly for that, to continue themselves to dream, to have great visions, because if they lose their visions, then also their politics have got little value.
Anche perché il loro sogno è la società del domani, se no.
Their dreams are tomorrow's society.
Grazie mille.